What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you've been well. It's M. Williams with Sugar Salon TV. So I hope all is well. Thank you guys for joining me today. I truly appreciate it. Hope you've been blessed, well, fabulous. Okay, just really briefly, just want to talk about my self-care. I'm in the hair industry. I'm in the service industry. So just want to give like some little tips to those who may be hairstylists, or braiders, or nurses, or anyone that's standing on their feet like all day long. So what is my self-care? What do I do when I'm just standing, when my legs are hurting, my arms are hurting, my back is hurting, and my whole body is hurting? That comes with this industry. That's the service industry. Whether you're a hairstylist, a braider, a barber, a massage therapist, or nurse, whenever you're standing on your feet. So what's my self-care routine? So just briefly, want to just share with you guys some of my little self-care things. First of all, I make sure I drink a lot of water. I used to not drink as much water, but now I drink a lot of water. My husband, he drinks tons of water. And so I try to keep up with him. I drink a lot of water because that's very important to our circulation, our veins, and that's all going to be tied into you standing. Like, you have to have healthy veins because you're standing on your legs all day. And then, the water that helps your body detox. It also helps, your circulation. It helps your blood flow. So drinking a lot of water is important to every aspect of our body, every aspect of our health. It's also important to your skin. It's important to your hair, just important all the way around. Even drinking a lot of water, it helps your brain too. It helps your brain to function. Sometimes people, you can get dehydrated from not even drinking enough water, and you can just pass out. That actually happened to my dad one time, long time ago, because if you just don't drink enough water, and I don't mean drinking sodas or drinking coffee or drinking juice. You may think that drinking liquids, any kind of liquids, is gonna work. No, it's drinking H2O, H to the 2O. So add up your, take your water intake to another level if you really don't like water like that, because it really doesn't have taste to it. It's kind of bland. Then, you can infuse your water with lemons, limes, strawberries, grapes, kiwi. You can do all kind of stuff to add your own flavor to your water, or you can just buy the flavored water, but just make sure it's water without sugar and all that in it. So I make sure I drink a lot of water. That's one thing I do. Another thing I do, you guys, is massage therapy. Like, I'm very into holistic care, meaning, I like to do things that's not going to require me to take some kind of medication or some kind of prescription. So basically holistic, as I mentioned. So I do massage therapy. I've been doing that for years. Some people don't like massages. This one stylist I know, she hates massages because she don't like people touching on her like that. But if you can get over that, people touching on you, rubbing on you, it's really going to benefit you health-wise, because when you get massages, it's actually detoxing you too. It's removing all the toxins out of your body. I don't know if you've ever got a massage and, kind of like when they're 30 minutes into the massage, you kind of start sniffling a little bit, almost like you got a runny nose. That's because the toxins are kind of stirring up in your body. Now they're kind of moving around. So if you've ever had a massage, you know how after the massage they give you a bottle of water, because all those toxins in your body have been released. And so once you drink that water, then that's going to obviously cause you to urinate. And then what that's going to do is that's going to bring all the toxins out. So it's not only good for, releasing the knots and the muscles and all the other things that can cause stress and cause unhealthy things to happen in your body, just getting a massage. I try to get a deep tissue massage at least once a month. I do like a 90-minute I'm gonna do one soon, probably right after Thanksgiving, because I got a few days off, so I'm gonna make sure I get me a 90-minute deep tissue massage. But massages are everything. You know, I do the deep tissue. Some people don't like deep tissue. They like the Swedish, which is way milder. I like the deep tissue because just the type work that I'm doing, that's very physical, very hard on your body. You definitely want to get those deep tissue massages. That's going to release. And you guys, massages is almost like stretching you too. You know, sometimes when they're doing a massage, they'll try to stretch you and all of that. I be like, look, I ain't signed up for that. You can just, because I'm small, but I'm not the most limber person in the world. My husband always pick at me about that. So you do want to do maybe like some yoga or something like that. That'll help you stretch. And like I said, if you're okay and open with them stretching you when you get your massages, then they'll do it. But that's something else I do as well, is deep tissue massage in my self-care routine. Also, I was under chiropractic care for several years, over 13 years. Chiropractics, that's holistic too, no medication involved, just stretching, just, you know, kind of limbering you up, just, you know, doing adjustments. And those are great for the body too. It's to each his own, but for me, I'm not against chiropractic care. I'm all for it. Again, it's another holistic thing. Now, I haven't done a chiropractic adjustment in a while, but I could tell that it's probably time to get one. Yeah, I could tell that it's time to get one. So I'm probably going to start back doing that at some point. But chiropractic care, in my opinion, is great. Another thing I do as well is cryotherapy. A lot of people may not know what cryotherapy is. It's just cold therapy. You know how maybe you fell one day and you know your leg was swollen, or whatever area you fell on, it got swollen. So what happens with that, you know, when something is swollen, that's just inflammation. And so, you know, the doctors always say, you know, put some ice on it, because we know when something is inflamed and swollen, you know, we're always going to put ice on it, because that's going to help the swelling go down. So basically, that's all cryotherapy is. Before I started doing cryotherapy, I did some research online. I also did research on YouTube and found out that it kind of originated, I think, in Japan. And it was used for arthritis and rheumatism, which is pretty much inflammation in the body. And so it's just cold therapy. And now you see that a lot of athletes do it, you know, where they'll fill up a tub with ice, water, and put ice in it, and then they'll sit in it. Now, cryotherapy is not that method, but it's the same kind of technique. You end up with the same results. It's just cold therapy. So cryotherapy, you just walk into this room like a little booth or chamber or whatever you want to term it as, and you walk in there, and then it's cold in there. It's really cold, and I can put the temperature up. I'm going to put stuff on the screen for you guys to see, and I'm going to put links down below for you can read more, so that you can read more about what I'm talking about. And the cryotherapy, you go in this cold room, and you're in there for about 3 minutes. And so they'll ask you, like, what song do you want to hear? And of course, I'm saying probably Prince. And then they're playing that. By the time the song go off, you're out. And then inside of the chamber too, at least a couple of different ones I've went to for cryotherapy, different businesses. This light, it starts from the bottom, and then it goes all the way up. And so when it gets to the top, you know that your 3 minutes is up. Another place I go to, it does the light thing too, but you can look outside of the glass cryotherapy door, and you can see how much time you got left on the timer as well. So you pretty much know, okay, and it's 3 minutes, so I'm in there moving and dancing, because it's cold in there. But there are so many benefits, you guys, to cryotherapy. you can definitely tell the difference once you've had one session. You know, so like I said, everything I'm talking about, I'm gonna drop some stuff down below, how it benefits you, like some links. Also, I do what's called compression therapy. So when you're a hairstylist, a nurse, a barber, a braider, anybody who's standing on your feet and legs all day, you definitely need to wear compression socks, because what compression does is it squeezes. Like compression socks, they're really tight. You know, once you get them on, you got them on, but once you get off work and you're trying to take them off, you're trying to pull them off, they're so tight, because what they're doing is they're squeezing and adding compressing your legs. Because when you're standing all day long, like when you're a hairstylist, a nurse, a barber, a braider, and we're standing all day, all of our blood will pool down. Your blood will just flow down because of gravity. Your blood will flow down to the bottom of your legs, near your ankles and stuff. And so your blood is not really circulating as it should be, because it's just pooling up due to gravity. It's pooling up and just going right down, straight down to the bottom of your legs. So what can happen, you can start getting inflammation at the bottom of your legs. You can start getting what they call edema, which is just another word for swelling and inflammation. And it can get down in your legs. And then what happens too, when you're standing so much, excuse me, when you're standing so much, it can start to cause a lot of pressure on your veins in your legs, because your veins, the veins is what the blood is flowing through. Your blood is flowing through your veins, of course. So it will start to cause a lot of pressure and stress on your veins. And so that's why drinking water is so important, because it helps that blood to flow like it needs through your vein. But all of that standing, you know, your blood will start to go straight down your leg due to gravity. And then it will, instead of the blood kind of circulating, it's almost like if you see your garden hose, like you're watering your grass outside with your water hose, and then there's a knot in the water hose, and then the water just builds up in one area of the hose and it starts bulging out. That's similar to a varicose vein. So I'm gonna drop some information down below about that. But anybody who does a lot of standing, you know, any profession where you're standing a lot, even if you're working like in a warehouse and you're standing, that's the kind of job you have. Any type standing, you know, there's a chance that you can get varicose veins, because your veins, there's a lot of stress on your vein, because all of the blood is flowing down towards your foot. All of the blood is flowing down. So that's going to cause a lot of stress on your veins that are in your lower legs. And so what happens is almost like that water hose scenario I just gave. And that example I just gave about the water hose, and your veins at the bottom of your legs, they're gonna be stressed. Like they're gonna be screaming. They're gonna be like, help, help, somebody help. And what's gonna happen is, or what could potentially happen is, you can start getting varicose veins in your legs, which are like bulging veins, and they can be very painful. Now, thank God I don't have any, but if you do have them, you will see them, because they will be like bulging out. They'll be swollen. But I know a lot of hairstylists who have had varicose vein surgery from all of the standing. And that's why when you are in a profession or industry where you have to stand, you gotta wear compression socks. So the compression socks, again, they squeeze your legs. And so when they squeeze your legs, they're causing your blood to flow upward towards your heart instead of pooling downward. Instead of it pooling, going straight down, the compression, the squeezing of your legs with the compression socks, is forcing that blood to flow up towards your heart. and that's where the blood needs to be going. When it circulates through your body, it needs to go up to your heart, so the heart can, you know, do what it needs to do, pump it and move it around, all that good stuff. So that's why stylists and anyone who stand, they always need to wear compression socks. Now I see a lot of stylists who wear like the Crocs. Now there's nothing wrong with wearing Crocs, but wear you some compression socks. So in other words, I see a lot of hairstylists who do not wear compression socks, and I'd be shocked because I'm thinking, okay, how are they just doing all this standing and then they not wearing compression socks? And then the more weight that you have on there, then of course there's more pressure on the veins as well, and you're doing a lot of standing as well, so that's gonna make it even more stressful on your veins. So for that, you know, I always make sure, again, back to the water. I drink a lot of water. I make sure I get all these other things that I just mentioned to you guys. I make sure I always wear compression socks, and I'm always ordering new compression socks on Amazon. Like, I keep me a supply of them. I wear them all the time, whether I'm at work, at home, out to dinner. You know, I wear compression socks. Even in my corporate job, when I go to work, I wear compression socks, because I just feel like I always want my blood to be circulating through my veins and my legs. I know I do a lot of standing in this industry, so I make sure I do my due diligence and I take care of myself. So they have compression socks. They have compression stockings that go all the way up. They have compression gym wear and all kind of stuff. It's all kind of stuff you can get, you know, from Amazon or your, you know, Walmart or wherever. You know, it's out here. You can find it online. I also do compression therapy on my legs. So compression therapy, again, I'm gonna drop some stuff down below. It's this thing where it looks like a boot, and it goes all the way up your leg, like you're wearing some boots that come all the way up your leg. So when you get the compression therapy, you just put your, it's a zipper, and you put your foot and everything in it. So it's gonna compress your foot and all the way up your entire leg to your waist. It goes all the way up to here. So with the compression therapy, with that, you just sit and you relax. You lay back in a relaxing chair, a lounge chair, while the compression therapy takes place. The place I go to, it's a 30-minute session. It's $25, and so that's something I used to do all the time, and then I totally forgot about it. And one of my clients is a nurse, and she reminded me about it, and I started doing it again. So I've gone 2 times last week, and I'm gonna go again today, which today is Sunday. So the compression therapy, like I said, is like a boot, and what it does, it goes all the way from your foot all the way up your entire leg, and it just compresses. It's like it's massaging your legs. It goes in and out, it squeezes, it massages, and what that is doing, you guys, that is also forcing that blood to circulate. It's forcing that blood not to just pool and stay in just one area of your leg. It's forcing your legs to be compressed and massaged, and it's causing the blood in your veins and your arteries to go to your heart. It's circulating that blood, which the heart does that too. But sometimes, and all the time actually, when you're in these type of positions where you're doing a lot of standing, and you in an industry where you got to stand a lot, you know, that compression on your legs. So the place I go to, again, 30-minute session, it's just $25. They offer it everywhere. You just got to research it, just Google it. But it's called compression therapy. And so when you do that, it feels good. It just depends. You can put how much pressure you want to on it. So I do like a level 4 or 5, and it just squeezes your leg. I also have one of those at home, and it's the one I have at home. It's about this long, so it'll go like from your knee almost down to your ankle. You can move it around wherever you want to. It's not the full boot like the one when I go to the cryotherapy place, but it's about this long, so it'll take up about this much of where you can put it on your lower leg, your upper leg where your cap is, or you can put it high up on your leg, way up here. And it just does the same thing. It's compression. And so it goes in and out, it squeezes and releases and squeezes and releases. And so what that does too is getting your leg, that blood, to circulate and move around like it should. Because when you're in these type of industries and you're doing this type of work that requires a lot of standing, then you're gonna need help with that. Because if you start seeing swelling in your legs, then that means it's some additional circulation that needs to take place. And the swelling is inflammation, and so that cryotherapy will help with that. All of these are holistic care modalities, and they don't require any prescription or any kind of medication. And so that's what I'm all for. So I just wanted to come on here really quickly for any of you guys who stand a lot or you're in this industry. Also, all of these are really good for anybody. Like if you see any swelling, or if you see swelling in your legs or something like that, then you may need to try this compression therapy on your legs. I think it's good too for people that have lymphedema, which is when your lymph system in your body that's supposed to help the fluids and the blood and all that circulate. When it's not working as it should, I think also this compression therapy for your legs is really good for lymphedema too. I'm gonna drop everything down below. You can make your comments. If you could tell me if you've had any problems with your legs, if you're in the service industry. Also, this stuff is just healthy for anyone. Anyway, just want to come on here really quick. Hope this helps. If it's anything you want me to do a video on about this hair industry, please let me know. Drop it down in the comments below. I'm gonna see you guys on my next video. Please be safe, be blessed. Peace and blessings.